Alright, so the purpose of this video is to actually go over some information that me and a friend of mine, Tim, were actually discussing over a messenger chat. Long story short, we're in this group. I'm not going to call the name or mention the name of the group. And the admin of the group, or the person in charge, had a webinar. And on this webinar, we were supposed to learn how to construct your headline for more engagement and how to create your ad content so you can get your ad approved. And that was fine. So it was all, as normal. We signed up to the webinar. And lo and behold, well, I speak for myself and Tim as well. We were disappointed, and here's why. On this webinar, all the guy did was talked about himself, and supposedly this guy is one of the big shots in online marketing in this niche, in this field. And so I thought that being a part of the group and on this webinar that I would have been taught something that would have helped me better construct my Facebook ad. And I was highly disappointed, like I said. He never gave any examples of the headlines. He never really talked about anything that would help me as far as setting up my campaigns. I would only get that stuff if and after when I purchased the course, which was a nice price at $1,500. So again, the reason why I'm doing this video is mainly for you, Tim, and for other members in the group, which I feel at this point I'm probably going to get kicked out because I'm going to show you what Facebook wants and what Facebook don't like or dislike when you are creating your headlines. So I'm Al, and let's get this ball rolling. I saw this headline on Facebook that said, "Do you struggle to create quality social media content that goes viral and gets you traffic?" Now, it is not a bad headline. However, there are certain words and terminologies that Facebook in its new algorithm that they just don't like. Words like loan, words like your, words like you. And you may say, "Oh, Al, no, you're wrong. I've seen plenty of ads with the words you and yours." So I want to be very clear. I am not saying that you cannot use these words in your headline. I am saying to you that you must be careful in how you use these words. All right, so again, the example: do you struggle to create quality social media content that goes viral and gets you traffic? Again, it's not a bad headline. But the mere fact of you saying, "Do you struggle?" You're using that word "you" along with an action word like struggle, an action word like frustrated. Facebook does not like that stuff, especially if you're asking a question like, "Are you struggling? Are you frustrated?" Your ads, chances are, will get disapproved. So to be on the safe side, you could say that same thing by saying something like, "Struggling to create quality social media content that goes viral and gets traffic?" You could ask that question. You're pretty much saying the same thing, but in just a different format. And to be on the really safe side, you could say something like, "Having trouble creating social media content that goes viral and gets you traffic daily?" Those type of headlines will, or chances are those type of headlines will get your ad approved. Other examples, if you're doing any type of online marketing, you could say something like, "Not having a steady stream of traffic is the only thing holding you back from 6 figures online." It's not as bad, because the mere fact of you saying something like holding you back, but that's an example of where or how you could use the word "you" with an action word, something that would target someone by saying holding you back, but your ad will get approved. The second safe example is your Facebook post underperforming due to a low relevance score? Here's how to get more engagement. And the reason how I know that this headline works for a fact and will get you approved is because I have personally used it. All right? Now, headlines that may or might get your ad disapproved would be something like, are you willing to learn Facebook ads, but it's just too costly or challenging with a huge learning curve? Now, it doesn't seem as bad, but the mere fact of you saying, are you willing, and you have too costly and challenging, chances are that ad might get disapproved. Now, the last example, are you frustrated and tired of spending money on traffic with no sales or conversions? Now, to me, this is a perfect headline. Why? Because it targets someone's pain. Are you frustrated? Are you tired of spending money? And I know for a fact that almost every marketer have actually gone through that phase where they've spent money and you're pissed off because nothing seems to be working for you. But guess what? Facebook disapproved this headline. Let me show you. So now, I ran this ad way back in 2015. The date's right over here, September 1st, 2015. And Facebook said, "Hi, Al. Thanks for sharing your clarity," because I was like, dude, what's going on? Why did you disapprove my ad? And Facebook, excuse me, Facebook said that your ad where you said, again, it's right over here. Are you frustrated and tired of spending money on traffic with no sales or conversions? Facebook said to me that, Al, the phrase starting with you or containing the word your always has a chance of targeting the user. And I was like, wow. Okay, so how am I supposed to run my ads now? So I had to figure this thing out. And that's why I'm actually sharing this stuff with you. All right? Okay. I know I should have gotten me some water. I'm over here choking. But let's continue. So again, this is not me just talking out my ass. This is coming straight from Facebook. Again, the phrase starting with you or containing your always has a chance of targeting the user, which would have a negative impact on the mind. And they also gave me some more additional examples of words or phrases that they don't like. Phrases like bad credit, are you fat, lose your fat, back pain, thyroid, diabetes, weight, and so forth. You can see the examples over here for yourself. And depending on where you're watching this video, I might have the links. I know for a fact in my course that I do have those links that you can click on and have access to this stuff from Facebook. All right, and let me just show you some more examples. Over here, if you're running any type of tobacco products, Facebook shows you and gives you examples of what are approved and what will get your ads disapproved. Common Sense shows one with the green check mark. Something like this is okay to run on Facebook. Something like this, where you smoking from a vape pipe, is going to get your ad disapproved. And they actually, let me show you some more examples over here. If you're doing any type of peripheral, if you got any type of cannabis products, these are examples that you cannot use. You can't have a picture showing different strains of weed. You can't have rolled joints. And it is just not going to work on Facebook. If you're doing any type of weapons, right over here, it tells you what they like, what they dislike. And again, I have these links and more of this stuff in my course. Right now, the course is closed. But for you, Tim, I'm actually going to create a separate link and give you access to the course, to my course, for free of charge. All right? So again, if you need more help with stuff like this, or you just need to reach out, ask me a few questions, you can actually get a hold of me on Facebook. I am not hard to find. Okay? And before I leave you, I want to show you this. Tim, this over here, I was doing this earlier, but I just started running this campaign just a few days ago. This is actually the second day in February of 2018. So I started running this campaign just a few days ago, and I can already tell that it's going to be a profitable campaign. So again, Tim, this section of the video is for you. So remember I told you that there are certain ways that you can construct your ad, especially if you're doing like a PPP ad, which is just a post engagement ad, that you can have a higher relevance score. Because you remember now, Tim, on the webinar, he said that if you got to target an audience of at least 4 to 5 million, and it can help you have a higher relevance score. And that was right then and there when he said that. That was when I had to cut ties with the guy, because that's incorrect. Now, let me show you. The reason why I'm showing you this, Tim, is because let me go over here to ad sets. Now, take a look at this. Take a look at the relevance score right over here. It's a relevance score of 9. When was the last time you saw an ad or any one of these gurus show you an ad with a relevance score of 9 or higher? Right? Like I said, in order for you to get yourself a higher relevance score, based on my testing, based on what I've seen, I'm going to share this tip with you guys, and then I'm going to close down this video. Is that an audience anywhere from, first of all, make sure your audience, well, again, it depends on what type of niche, but on average, make sure your audience is, first of all, below 1 million people. I sometimes have an audience of, you'd be surprised, 80,000 anywhere to 500,000-600,000. Again, it varies based on the niche. All right, and that's a tip that most people don't share with you. So again, just be very careful of what you feed into from all these guys talking about how to construct your Facebook ad. So again, Tim, I'll get a hold of you. I'll send you the link, and you will have access to this type of training for free. And that's just one of the benefits of you reaching out to me. And like I said, we just sparked a conversation. So, and now he's getting my course with this type of information for free. So again, until then, whomever is watching this video, you have a good one. And if you are a Patriots fan, like myself, this Sunday is a big game. I don't know. It's going to be a game. I don't know. We'll see. Something about the Eagles kind of scare me, so we'll see. All right, so until then, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.